Hey guys, welcome. Viewer Oka Oder commented on my Polaris Size 6 ballistic cannon testing video. He said this: the shield didn't stop the ballistic damage as much as you may think, as ships have 50% plus ballistic resistance, save for a few. Please make a video covering this because it renders most ballistic weapons useless. For example, a ship with 50% resistance and shield on low end will only take 1564 from the Polaris cannon, despite the Polaris cannon doing 3400 raw damage. Great comment. And that's exactly what we are going to find out in this video. So the question is, how exactly the shield resistance and how resistance do for the ballistic damage, or how useful or how useless are the ballistic weapons? So I have been doing research and asking my friends about this issue. I sort of figured out, but I do need your help to confirm or to correct me on this video. First, let's take a look at the ship performance viewer. This is a Gladius, and under the Gladius you will see two numbers. One is right here. It says damage modifiers, physical. It's a negative 57%. This one is very easy to understand. This is the inherited hull resistance to ballistic or physical damage. This number is purely for the hull, or you can say the armor, but in reality the armor has not come into play yet. So every ship will have sort of a armor or physical resistance number for this. For Gladius, it's a negative 57%. For other ships, for example, the F7A Hornet Mark II, you can see a negative 55% physical damage reduction. Whether you have shield or you don't have shield, doesn't matter. Whatever the damage penetrated through shield must also pass through the hull, and that damage will be reduced by 57%. But the tricky part is, what are the damage that pass through shield? So under here you can see shield resistance. It says physical 8.3. Does that mean that when the shield is on, when you shoot the ship with a ballistic weapon, 8.3% of the damage will be blocked by the shield? So 91.7% of the damage will penetrate through shield. So I did a little test myself. This number is incorrect, but we're going to be testing later in this video. However, if I hover my mouse to this yellow triangle, see what it says here? Since 3.24.2, it appears that the power manager has no effect on the resistance modifier, and that they have remained linked to the old power triangle default value 33%. So what it says here is there is a shield resistance modifier which is using the old power triangle default value, which is 33%. Doesn't matter you give full power to shield or minimal power to shield. So you can consider this the first gate that you have to pass. And this gate is universal. As long as your ship has shield on, all ballistic weapons will first lose 33% of the damage. Only 67% of the damage will penetrate through shield. That is the first door. And then you will go to the second gate, which is the armor or physical damage modifier. That varies, depends on the ship. So for the Gladius, is 57%. That remaining 67% of the ballistic damage will be reduced further by 57%. And whatever is left is the actual damage for your ship. Now, in order to verify this, let's do a little test. So on my left is a Gladius, and behind the Gladius, we also have a F7A Hornet Mark II and also a FAC Lightning. So we're going to be testing on these three ships with a Guardian on my right. And that Guardian has two Deadbolt 5 ballistic cannons. But I'm going to be firing in stagger mode. So one bullet at a time. And each of these Deadbolt 5 has 1024 alpha damage. And that 1024 alpha damage will be reduced by 33% when shooting at any ship that has a shield. So 1024 times 0.67, and that is 686. So only 686 of the alpha damage will pass through the first gate. And because the Gladius has a hull resistance modifier of -57%, so only 43% of the remaining damage will be the actual damage for the ship. So 683 times 43%, and that remaining damage is only 295 hit points. So if our theory is correct, a Deadbolt 5, which has a 1024 alpha damage, in the end, it will only do 295 hull damage to the Gladius. Let's test this. I'm going to be shooting the Guardian at the nose of the Gladius, and the nose of the Gladius is its vital part, which has only 2,000 hit points. And 2,000 divided by 291, it's approximately 7. So exactly 7 bullets hit the nose of the Gladius will make it explode, or will soft death it. Let's see if this is true. I am in stagger mode. Fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow! Exactly 7 bullets. Not even one less, not even one more. But if you give one more, you'll make it explode. So our mass hold. That's crazy to think of, right? A Deadbolt 5 size 5 ballistic cannon with 1024 alpha damage eventually can only do 295 hull damage to a Gladius. And it needs 7 hits exactly at the nose to destroy it. This is a F7A Hornet Mark II. So the nose of the Hornet has exactly 3,000 hit points. And as we said earlier, the Hornet has a physical or hull reduction of 55%. So 686 alpha damage passed through the shield, and times 0.45. What's left is 309 damage, actual damage, will do to the hull. And divided by 3,000, and that's close to 10 shots. Firing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exactly 10 shots. Destroyed it. Next ship is FAC Lightning. The vital part for this ship is in its body. And the body of this ship has 9,200 hit points. And this ship has 55% hull reduction. So do the math, 686 of the alpha damage penetrate through the shield. And then, same thing, times 0.45 is 309. So 309 divide 9,200. That's close to 30 shots. Fire. 1, 2, 8. Oh! Our test failed. A ship got destroyed by a station turret. And Luke has been sent to jail. You know what? I'm gonna personally test it. Let's go. Let's test on this FAC Lightning. So make sure I'm on stagger mode. Yep, stagger mode on. Alright, fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh! 8. So total 28 rounds, close to 30 rounds. I think the reason is because when you fire constantly, eventually the shield depleted. I need to check my recording. I didn't know if the shield depleted or not. If the shield is depleted, then the first gate is gone. So at that point, the ship is taking 1024 hit points from the ballistics, and then it has to pass the second gate. So that's probably why it only took 28 rounds to destroy the ship. But in general, ballistic weapon is quite useless, and this video shows you why and how ballistic weapons are useless. So in the very end of the video, let's take a look at this chart. So this is an Urkel game, and that's a list of every single ship that is in game. So if we go to the armor physical damage modifier, click it, it will reorganize everything. So this is the number you should be looking at, and strangely, you see the A2 Hercules has 0% physical damage modifier. So this ship doesn't have a second gate. A2, Pisces, all the Pisces, and then PTV, Sulan, Ursa, Ursa Fortuna, Ursa Medic. Now, up to Ursa Medivac, their armor physical damage reduction is 0%, and Lynx is 4%, and then the Cyclones are 10%, and then all the way goes up to Mustang Gamma, and Mustang Omega is 37%, and then it will go up to the other ships, which is above 40%. And all the way to the last ship, which is Valkyrie, has 62% physical damage reduction. Surprisingly, the Golem has 59, and the Vulture 58, the Mule 58, Herald 58. Wow, very interesting numbers.